In this video, we're going to look at adjusting the window settings, the viewable area of graphs on our TI-84 graphing calculator. And we're going to use this question as kind of a guiding example. So we want to find the point of intersection of an absolute value graph, y equals absolute value of x minus 5 plus 11, and a line, y equals 0.3x plus 12. In the last video, we learned how to find the point of intersection of two lines, and finding the point of intersection of two graphs in general is not much different. Like before, the first thing we need to do is to graph these using our calculator. So we are going to go to y equals, and we're going to enter the two graphs. So one of them was absolute value, which, as a reminder, you can find that the absolute value function on your calculator under Math. Hit right to go to num, and the first option says abs, and that means absolute value. So hit enter on abs, and you'll get the absolute value bars. On an older calculator version, it might say ABS bracket, and in those brackets you would enter what is between these two bars. So we're going to enter x minus 5 plus 11, and then we're going to enter on the next line our equation of the line, which is 0.3x plus 12. 0.3x plus 12. And when we go to graph, we hit graph, we can't really see anything. We see a little tiny bit of a graph up in the top left corner, but the problem here is that our calculator is only showing us the x values between -10 and 10, and the y values between -10 and 10. And if you think about our graphs, these have y-intercepts of 16 and 12, so a lot of the action is going on above what our screen is showing us. So in order to see what we need in the graphs, we need to change our window. The window is what we call the viewable area on your calculator. So hit the window button. It's right next to the y equals button. And the ones we're really going to think about today are x min, x max, and y min, y max. And those are which x values your calculator shows you. So right now, the minimum x value your calculator is showing you is -10. The maximum is 10. Let's keep those for now, and let's think about the y min and the y max. We already said we know the y-intercepts are high. They're at 12, 16, something like that. So what we're going to do is let's look at y's between, instead of -10 to 10, let's look at 0 to 20. Okay, and you can always change this later if it's not good enough. Once you've done that, you can hit graph, and you see now your calculator is showing you a different section of the graph. It's showing you still x from -10 to 10, but now y from 0 to 20. Okay, we see there's actually 2 points of intersection here, and we can actually calculate them both as before, one at a time by going second trace to get calc. Go down to intersect. Now you want to move your cursor near the point of intersection you want to find first. First curve, hit enter. Second curve, hit enter. And guess, hit enter. It'll tell you, okay, one of these points of intersection is x equals 3.076923 and y equals 12.923077. And if we want to calculate the other point of intersection, we do the exact same process. We go second trace down to intersect. And now we're going to move our cursor just by hitting the right arrow key closer to the second point of intersection. Hit enter again. And we get the second point of intersection is x equals 8.571428 and y equals 14.571429. And just like that, we have solved for our point of intersection. So the answers to our question would be two ordered pairs, 3.0769231. You could probably round these answers, 12.923077, and we have 8.57286 and 14.571429. So that was very easy to do as long as we know how to get the proper window view on our calculator.